We are now getting a clearer picture of the cost of the state's private school voucher program and which parts of the program are costing the state the most.
Joe Dana has a breakdown of the mounting price tag for Universal Empowerment Scholarship accounts, ESAs, especially in the Scottsdale and Cave Creek communities.
Based on the first quarter totals of this school year, the most recent numbers provided by the State Department of Ed, these are the 4 school district boundaries where the largest amount of ESAs are being utilized. But the ESAs having the biggest overall impact to the state budget are for kids who live in what are known as no state aid districts because of the way funding is structured. These are the 4 no state aid districts where we're seeing the most ESAs. As you can see, Scottsdale Unified and Cave Creek stand out with the most, Scottsdale by far. They are both districts with a higher than average household income. Most ESAs in these districts are new since the expansion was passed in 2022. The clock is ticking. For every week that passes, 200 to 400 students statewide are getting signed up for ESAs. An ESA represents an $800 savings to the state general fund if that student leaves a charter school. But in all other scenarios, whether a student leaves a district school, moves here from out of state, or was already in a private school setting, an ESA is a net expense to the general fund. Chuck Essigs represents school business officials at the state capitol.
It does not save money when a student leaves a school district and takes an ESA funding. And the more that happens, the greater impact that puts on the state general fund.
The cost burden is highest to no state aid districts like Scottsdale and Cave Creek. These are districts that, based on property wealth taxes, do not receive state aid for district per pupil funding. That means the state picks up the tab for 100% of a new ESA for students leaving the school district, just over $8,000 per student.
And I have no problem that you can, instead of directing your funds to a public institution, you direct it to a private where your kids are going.
And you do what's right for your family and what's easiest for your family, but I don't want the public schools to be forgotten.
A 12 News analysis of available data of those no state aid districts shows a cost this year between $65 to $85 million. The state already faces a budget deficit this year of at least $400 million. So far, Republican leaders have shown no inclination to back down on fully funding the ESA program. Joe Dana, 12 News.
Joe, thanks.